Today we're going to spend some time in Google Docs and we're going to learn everything from formatting our document to checking how many words are in our document to adding photos. So in order to guide our process, we're going to look at the guidelines for the People of Rowe assignment for media art. So if I click on this, I can see right now what my assignment guidelines are. And my first one right here, have a photo at the top of the screen. So we're going to learn how to put a photo into a Google Doc. So if I click on my assignment, if I go up to the top right here where I have my file, my edit, my view, insert format, I'm actually going to go to insert. I'm going to go to image, and then I'm going to go to drive because I put a photo in my drive. For this particular assignment, you need to have a photo of yourself. So I have a photo of myself in my drive. Click on that. It is in my recent, but I can also go to my drive and I can go to media arts, online, and then I have that folder that I created at the beginning of the quarter. I'm going to click on the photo I want, and then I'm going to click insert, and now I have this photo of myself. This is an image of me dunking in the upstairs gym. Okay, so I've inserted my photo into this document. I can go ahead and I can change the size of the photo if I want. I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller. In addition to changing the size, I can also change where it's positioned on the page. If I have it about this size and I go up to my toolbar right here, you'll see that there's a bunch of lines that start on the left side of the button. If I click on that, it's going to move my photo to the left side of my page. If I click the one next to it, it's going to move it to the middle. If I click the one on the right, it's going to move all of it to the right. And if I click on this one, it means that it's going to justify, which means it's going to take up the entire width of the page. I don't necessarily want that. So I'm going to go to this middle one. That's where I want mine. Okay, there's my image. It's very specific to a certain part of this assignment, so that is why I chose the basketball one. So I'm going to look at my next thing that I need to do, and I'm going to go here. It says insert a 1x2 table into the document, so that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go back up to insert. I'm going to go to table, and then I am going to be able to adjust how many columns and rows I want. If I go across this way, it's how many columns. If I go this way, it's how many rows. I need a 1x2, so that is 1 column and 2 rows. Awesome. Boom. There's my table. The next thing I want to do, I want this to be at least 100 words long. That's going to be, I have to type this out. So we're going to move to the next step. And I want my title to be bold and italicized, centered in the middle of the page. So I'm going to click right here. And now I'm going to go back up here into my alignments. And I'm going to go back to that center alignment. Now I'm going to click on the B and the I, and I'm going to write my title. And my title is going to be Missing Hoops. Actually, let's call it Missing Shots. Ooh, I like that. The other thing I can do is if I highlight this, I can also press Command B if I'm on a Mac, Control B if I am on a Chromebook or a PC, and that will also make it bold, and if it is bold, it will make it not bold. And I just do the same thing, Command I, if I want it to be italicized. All right, Missing Shots. Sweet, moving down the list. I want a font size of 12 to 14. So if I click right in here, my font right now is an 11. So I'm going to go and I'm just going to move that to size 12. You'll see that this font option is right in here. If you want to change the font as well, you are more than welcome to do so. I would ideally like something that I can read, okay? If I have something that's really difficult to read, maybe it's like some cursive or something, I'm not going to really want to be pumped about reading that because it's going to take my eyes a little more work. So I'm just going to kind of keep it simple. I'm just going to stay, maybe I'll move down to, do we have like a Times New Roman? Yes, I'm going to go to Times New Roman. And I'm even going to change this to Times New Roman. Awesome. Now I need to go into double spaced. Okay, so I'm gonna click here, and then if I go up here, right next to my alignment, there is a button where it has 3 lines, and then there is an arrow going up and down. If I click on that, that is my line spacing. So I'm gonna go to double space. Awesome. That means that there's going to be a space in between each of my lines on my page. Now I'm going to type because the next things that I need to do, I need to make sure it's 100 words long. I need to highlight my favorite sentence, and I need to make sure I have no misspelled words. So I'm going to go and type mine out. If I look at the prompts for this assignment, I can see what my prompts are. Main question, what have you realized about yourself as a student during online school? How have you changed over the last year? Prompt number 3, how would you like the world to see you? Prompt number 4, what is something you missed that you can't wait to do again? And prompt number 5, you can create your own questions, since some of these questions may be really heavy for some folks. So I'm going to go with number 4. What is something I missed that I can't wait to do again? And I'm specifically going to talk about missing shots. So let me go ahead and type this out real quick. Now I've got my entire document written out. So the next thing I want to do, I'm going to go to my guidelines. I want to make sure it's at least 100 words long. I'm pretty sure mine's 100 words long, but here's how I can check and make sure, for sure. I'm going to go and I'm going to click and I'm going to highlight the entire document. Let me go from the bottom up. I'm going to go and highlight this whole document. And now I'm going to go up to Tools. When I go to Tools, I'm going to go right here to Word Count. And here's how this works. I have 446 words on my page. The highlighted portion is 444 words of the 446 words on the page. So whatever I just highlighted is 444 words long. That's really, really awesome. I now know that I have more than 100 words. That's an important tool that I can use. When you are doing papers in high school and potentially college, if you go to college, there's a lot of times where they'll say 250 word response, 500 word paper. So this is a way for you to be able to check that. The next thing I'm going to do is I go up to Tools and I'm going to go down to Spelling and Grammar, and I'm going to do Spelling and Grammar check. So right here, I'm going to plant my feet, bend my knees, find the grooves and seams. I used the wrong version of seams, so I'm going to go and click accept. I, being an adult who is a language arts teacher by trade, I have a pretty good grammar and spelling, so I only had the one change that I need to make. But that is the way that you can check for your spelling and grammar, okay? The next thing that I need to do is I'm going to highlight my favorite sentence. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to highlight one of my sentences. And I think my last sentence is my favorite one, where I say, and when that orange sphere strikes a symphony, when it charges through the nylon net up at Milwaukee High School, I'm going to run my mouth a little bit, joke with the teammate, and everything will be fine for that split second. So I'm going to highlight that, and then I'm going to go up here to this highlight color. Right here, it's next to the bold, italicized, underline, and my text color. And I'm going to click on highlight color, and I'm going to give this one a nice pink, because I love the color pink. And so I'm going to highlight that portion. So that is what you need to do for this assignment. You're going to have a photo at the top of the screen. Check. You're going to insert a 1x2 table into the document. Check. I'm going to make sure this is at least 100 words long. We know that mine's 444 words. We're good. Have a bold and italicized titled center in the middle of the page. Got it. Font size 12 to 14. I know that mine is Times New Roman size 12. I have it double spaced. I can tell that. You can see that there's the double space on that, but I can also highlight this and I can click on my double arrows and see that it's double spaced. And then I highlighted my favorite sentence down at the bottom of the page. And I have 0 misspelled words. Those are some of the formatting things that you can do in your Google Docs.